You know, the Spy's been getting buffed a lot lately, which makes sense since the Spy is Gaben's favorite class, so of course they have to treat him well. But it seems that for every 10 buffs or so, he gets like only one nerf, but usually those nerfs cripple the weapon to an unusual extent. Remember the gunmetal dead ring here? Ugh. But anyway, because of all these buffs, the Spy doesn't really have a bad weapon. The Spy has some weapons that are really well rounded, and some others are borderline overpowered. But however, today I'm talking about what was one of the worst weapons for the Spy, and is now one of my favorites. Hello everybody, and welcome to Meet the Weapons, where I go over a weapon's history, statistics, and gameplay. And today I'll be talking about the Spy Switchblade, the Big Earner. Now there is very little history of the weapon. It was added on June 23, 2011 on the Uber update on Mobster Monday as part of the main Honor set alongside the Enforcer. The design was contributed by Ritz. The initial stats was that on kill you would gain 30% cloak. But however, this upside was compensated by a pretty big downside of minus 25 max health on the wearer. It stayed untouched for over 5 years until July 2nd, 2015 on the Gunmetal update, where it was given a new stat, gain a speed boost on kill. And that's actually it with the history of the weapon. There were no other major changes, just a little buff, and that was it. So now let's get into the statistics of the weapon. The Big Earner is a melee weapon for the Spy. With base damage, the Big Earner does 40 damage, with a mini crit, it does 54 damage, and with a critical hit, it does 120 damage. However, on a backstab, it does 6 times the amount of health the victim had in damage, and will always result in an instant kill. As if an enemy had 1 health and I backstabbed him, it would do 6 damage to him. Since it has the debuff of minus 25 max health on wearer, it means when using this weapon you will have 100 health instead of 125 health. So that means with max overheal you would only have 150, and with quick fix overheal you will have 125 health. The attack interval between each swing is 0.8 seconds. The 30% cloak on kill is pretty straightforward, but the speed boost is very interesting. The Spy's speed is 107% or 320 hammer units per second, but when you get a kill you gain a 3-second speed boost that boosts your speed to 135% or 405 hammer units per second. So that means you move barely faster than a scout who moves at 133% or 400 hammer units per second. That is it with the statistics, so let's get on with the gameplay of the weapon. The Big Earner is a pretty good weapon and one of my favorite knives. The getting cloak on kill is very important for the Spy since it allows him to get around places without being seen by the enemy more. However, before the buff, people didn't really like the weapon since when you killed someone, they already dropped ammo, and when you walk over it, you would already gain some cloak through ammo boxes. And another problem is the health penalty. Having 100 health is not a lot, and keep in mind, the Spy is already tied for having the least max health in the game, so having even less would be a bad thing. Having 100 health means that when you're uncloaked, you can get one shot by a pill from a demo man. As if the Spy wasn't already frail enough, this weapon only makes him easier to kill. So why do I love this weapon so much? To be honest, it's the speed boost. This knife is godly with chain stabbing, since once you get that first kill, you can travel such a big distance in such little time to find more targets to kill, get the speed boost, and repeat. It is also very good for getting simple picks and just bolting out of there with some more cloak and a speed boost. It's kind of like a baby kunai in a way. With the kunai, you lose a lot of health, but the reward is very good. And with the Big Earner, you don't lose as much health, but the reward is considerably smaller. Would I call this weapon overpowered? No. You gain mobility and cloak for a chunk of your health, and I find that to be a fair trade. The Big Earner is definitely one of my favorite knives for the Spy, since I love having more mobility. It helps me get more kills back to back. It's a fun weapon to use, but if the health penalty is just too big for you, then just use another knife like the Spycicle, but for me, I enjoy using it a lot. Thank you for watching another one of my poor quality videos, and next time I will go over another 2 weapons, and these weapons have been changed quite a lot over the years. So in the next video I will be going over the public enemy set for the Scout, which includes the Babyface Blaster and the Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol. Oh hey, it's me again after the video ended. So you're probably wondering why it took so long to get this one out, and it's because that I just got sick and I just couldn't do anything with the audio. I was like halfway through until then I got sick, and then I couldn't like do any more of the audio, so that like took a while to push out. I had to it took me at least a week to not be sick anymore, and I still kind of sound a little bit sick. My nose is still runny. But and the video also looks a little bit different if you notice, and that's because I was using the GeForce Experience or like Shadow Player, and instead of fraps like I normally use, so if that looks different, that's probably why. So I've talked on for long enough, you don't care. I don't even think people watch this part anyway. So yeah, see you in the next video, I guess. Bye.